Whoa, I just got here this morning and what do I find before me? A huge Hot Toys MCU Galactus. This warrants a video all of its own because I don't think we're ever going to get an MCU Galactus from Marvel Legends unless it's a HasLab, but that is a theory within a theory within a theory. But this is very, very real. And he's big, baby. Let's talk about him. So, this Hot Toys has just been revealed this morning along with the rest of the Fantastic Four clan, but we're not going to talk about them. I'm going to save that for good news. I just want to talk about this guy because boy does he open up a lot of possibilities, mainly substitutes for HasLabs and also an amazing piece to get if you are an MCU collector. Maybe you're going to want to splurge on this guy here because he is just shy of the height of the HasLab Galactus. So the HasLab Galactus is measured at 812.8 millimeters. Let's just call it 80 centimeters, all right? I need to simplify things for my very dyslexic brain. And then we have this new Hot Toys MCU Galactus, 70 centimeters. So a 10 centimeter difference in height. Not a heck of a lot. And this, it's going to fit in beautifully with your MCU figures, who are of course going to be even smaller than the Hot Toys, so the size is really going to work well. And I know people are going to say, oh, that's not big enough to be Galactus. I know. Whether it's 1/12 scale or 1/6 scale, you don't want something that's going to be that big. It would be as tall as your house. I mean, honestly, if you're the richest king of Saudi Arabia, then maybe you have an aircraft hangar to put that in. But regular Joes, I think this would be fantastic. Plus, it could double as a popcorn bucket. That's kind of funny that the popcorn bucket was, what, $80? It was expensive, but I was saying it's going to make a good kind of substitute to use in lieu of an MCU Galactus that we're never going to get. Until now. Of course, the big question is, how much is this going to cost? We don't know, unfortunately. I was scouring the internet, but Hot Toys they're terrible. They really are, just because they do not put their prices up when they reveal things. They tell you what's coming, they tell you to get excited, and then it's like, hey, once you've decided in your heart of hearts that you absolutely want this, then we're going to tell you how much it costs. As at a spitball, I would guess, 600? Maybe more. I mean, Hot Toys have done things like Batmobiles and DeLoreans that are similar huge products. So this is for your high rollers, all right? It's probably going to cost way more, I think, than the HasLab and HasLab 616 comic book Galactus that we got a couple of years ago. But it depends on how much you want to pay. You know, in this rough old world, sometimes you might want to treat yourself. Me personally, I'm more of a comic book guy, so I'm safe. Let me read you some of the information that Hot Toys have put out here. They are saying in their little press release, this is officially the Fantastic Four First Steps Galactus Jumbo Sophie figure. Sof V figure. There you go. Marvel Studios is set to introduce its first family in Fantastic Four First Steps, a stylish 1960s-inspired reboot that blends retro-futurism with thrilling superhero blah 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 blah. Today, Hot Toys introduces a new product line, Sophie Masterpiece Series. So this is big, because this isn't just a one-off figure, this is a new product line. So instantly, I'm thinking, they're going to do Sentinels. Come on. They could do a Sentinel at this size, which is pretty much the same size as the HasLab Sentinel. Come on, dudes, if you missed out on the HasLab, this might open up some very exciting doors. So, Masterpiece Series, which focuses on high-quality vinyl figures with unique artisanal charm. It sounds like it's a cheese sandwich on soda bread. We are proud to present the Galactus Jumbo Sophie figure. Crafted from vinyl material, this figure stands an imposing 70 centimeters tall with 6 points of articulation. Oh, hold up. Okay, 6 points? That's it? His head, upper arms, forearms, and waist are rotatable for commanding display options. His head sculpt features LED lit eyes that glow with cosmic energy. You know what? Okay, when I saw 6 points of articulation, my brain instantly went, oh, well, bleh. And I thought, hang on a second. It's Galactus. I'm kind of okay with that, actually. You're not going to be putting him in gymnastic poses. I'm thinking, what do I have my Galactus doing on my shelf? Standing there looking ominous. So actually, 6 points of articulation. Head, upper arms, forearms, and waist. Yeah, that's actually fine. You know, one of my biggest problems with my HasLab Galactus is putting his legs in a pose that won't, like, end up sliding or doing the splits or anything. If the legs are just fixed, it's actually okay. I'm actually all right with that. Okay. Man, I should be on Hot Toys payroll, the way I'm vamping for them. So, his head sculpt features LED-lit eyes that glow with cosmic energy, while finely painted metallic red and purple finishes bring his armor to vivid life. The Galactus Jumbo figure is more than a collectible, it's a Sophie art piece that brings toy and high-end display craftsmanship. Man, because it's more like a statue, does that mean, like, less articulation implies cheaper price, but then more like a statue implies a higher price? I think we might be looking at about $1,000, maybe. I don't know. Again, this is way out of Dave's price range. Contrasting the scale of the massive figure are 5 miniature figures. I thought that was kind of cute, including, the Fantastic Four. I won't list them off. And the Silver Surfer, too. Designed to be attachable to Galactus' body. A special edition only available in selected markets would include a specially designed Fantastic Four First Steps metal collectible card with display case. Okay, whatever. Embrace the cosmic might, because no Fantastic Four display is complete without Galactus towering over them. I mean, to be fair, they're not wrong. And this does look pretty awesome. So, MCU collectors who are getting Marvel Legends, this could be a big one for you. Or just Hot Toys fans, well, here's another crazy thing to spend a lot of money on. But it looks really interesting. I do like the approach they've gone for in the movie with the Galactus design. Where, I mean, first of all, the biggest win is that they're going all in comic book. Love that. But the fact he's got this kind of like almost robotic sort of texture, I dig that. Looks a bit like a Death Star. I just really hope they don't, like, at some point open him up and have, like, a little alien inside being like, "Oh, I'm Galactus!" Can you believe that's what they did with Unicron in the Transformers? For those who don't know, like, eventually in the next season, they showed, like, oh, Unicron was built by this little itty-bitty person. And he's like, "Oh, I built Unicron!" And I was like, really? Even as a kid, I was like, that's freaking lame. Thank goodness they kind of, moved away from that origin and made him the god that he's supposed to be. That notwithstanding, this Galactus, yeah, I like the fact that also he looks kind of like the actor as well, which is funny. I forget his name, but I'll always know him as Finchy from The Office. So I just could imagine him being like, "Way, I'm here to eat your planet. Come over here, Rocky lad." So that's going to be interesting. I'm so all in on Fantastic Four First Steps. I'm really excited. And also, don't come at me on this video saying like, "Oh, thanks a lot for spoiling Galactus." They're selling popcorn buckets of him. I think that he's out there now. So yeah, I'm sorry that I don't have a price for this, but for something that's going to be really exciting for Marvel Legends MCU collectors who want a big ass Galactus, well, it looks like you're going to be able to get him if you can pony up the dough. And the other one that's more worrying for me is that this line could also lead to some Sentinels as well, because they have their Hono line that do more comic book type characters. So a comic book Sentinel at this scale might be able to army build those Sentinels like I never had the chance to do with the HasLab. I say that with the imaginary money that I'm somehow going to manifest out of nowhere. But yeah, guys, what do you think about this reveal? Comment below and let me know. Are you going to pony up the dough for this if it's going to be like several £100s? Or are you like, you know what? I'm good. Maybe I'll pick up the popcorn bucket. So guys, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
Coffee, big time.